Falcons. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
A gain of 7.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The Falcon 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Gurley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Adrian Amos.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent.
Who did things largely below the radar? Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run. It's Gurley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal.
25 yards that time. got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the extra point.
For the point after.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick
now
off.
Following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jones now. Off play action. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 35.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Preston Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Down. 3rd and 9.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position. I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter. It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this is going to go back and forth all game long. And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend. I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving. Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up? You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked. Go to something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now Gurley. 7 yards there and a first down.
Adrian Amos on the tackle. A gain of 7. First down, Atlanta.
Gurley again here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game. And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there. Now Ryan on second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Pass complete to Todd.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call? I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs. I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards to pick up there.
Out of bounds at the 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
3 yards remain for second down. operating from the gun. Jones. He'll get this to Lazard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I remember when Alan Lazard came out of Iowa State, many questioned his speed and wondered if he could separate from defenders downfield. He got pressed into action in the middle of last year due to injury for Green Bay and wound up second on the team in receiving yards as he developed and got better each and every week. Remember that Monday night game against the Bears, partner? A late touchdown and a big comeback victory.
23 yards, the final tally. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He gives to Gurley, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Complete to Calvin Ridley.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms. And this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers. But that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there. And not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
A gain of 7.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a draw play for Gurley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
On the carry.
Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Ryan looking deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
The point after.
Well, we've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Oh, good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And now he'll tuck it and run. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flushed out right. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Jones. Over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Ryan now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking downfield for Jones. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got daylight. Touchdown, Packers. Daniel Jones, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
After the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow. And he didn't on that play.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gurley. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 46, 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again they run with Gurley. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Complete.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
First down.
I got him. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
He had another carry here tonight for Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Another carry now for Gurley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On third down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Aaron Jones.
Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
At the 36.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Aaron Jones.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Jones on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Carrier. Marcel.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
15 yards.
Catch there by Julio Jones. And let's face it, we're almost running out of ways to say he's great. So let's put it into this context. Third among active players in receiving yards, starting 2020, just 852 yards behind tight end Jason Witten.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Atlanta.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 83 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score, Packers 49. Falcons.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Rip right, rip right.
Here's Gurley. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle during the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Jones. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrific...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. 3rd operating from the gun. Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line. Tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them all.